All right, incline dumbbell press. So I'm gonna do one warm-up set just to feel out the movement again, push more blood into the muscles. Then my first working set, we're gonna aim for 6 to 8 reps. And then the following 2 working sets, 6 to 12 rep range. So let's just start warming up. What weights have we got? 6 to 8 reps, probably do 30 kg. So warm up with maybe the 20s. Just dropping the bench a little bit. So the more of an incline, the steeper you have this bench, the more you're taking the emphasis off the chest and putting it onto the front delts. So I find this is a nice angle for me that hits my upper chest nicely. So yeah, let's get that warm-up set done. So you're going to hear me repeat this quite a lot because it's just such a fundamental principle, but depending on your goals, the reps, depending on your goals, your reps might look slightly differently compared to as if you had a slightly different fitness goal. But if your priority somewhat is muscle growth and hypertrophy, then the majority of your reps you're going to want to be slow and controlled. Maintaining tension in the muscle throughout the entire movement. You're not resting, you're not giving your muscles a break at any point. The tension stays constant. And you won't be able to get as many reps and you won't be able to push the weight that you might otherwise be able to, but the movements and the reps will be infinitely more effective. So, what's more important to you? Training optimally or satisfying your ego? I know which one I'd rather. My ego's big enough, my ego's too big sometimes. Anyone that knows me can vouch for that. When I'm in the gym, gotta leave my ego at the front door. It's a must. It's me versus me when I'm here. Nothing else matters, no one else matters. All right, let's get this first working set then. Oosh. 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 Ha. That was an easy 8 reps. Probably could have either got a few more reps or up the weight a little bit. But like I said, it's my first proper workout back now. The last session we took it a bit easy because that was my first one back, so didn't want to be too sore. But it's my first set, so I don't need to push to failure on this set. Just gonna note that for next time. Maybe just up the weight a little bit so we stay within that 6 to 8 rep range. But it felt good, so 2 more sets now, 6 to 12 reps. Yeah, we'll get it done. Again, rest times, don't rush into your next set. But at the same time, don't rest too long. So because we were at a slightly lower rep range, 6 to 8 reps, I say 2 to 3 minutes is about a good time to rest. If we were towards the end of the session, more emphasis on burning out, higher rep ranges, 60 to 90 seconds is going to be ideal for that. But But yeah, just taking my time with it, no rush. So the reason I'm starting with incline is because my upper chest is lagging slightly in comparison to the rest of my chest. So if I put an incline movement first, it means I've got more energy. I can give the exercise more, I can get more out of it, as opposed to leaving it later on in the workout when I'm a bit more fatigued and can't necessarily get as much as I could out of the exercise. So, to be honest, I don't really know anyone who has an overdeveloped upper chest, so if you do, let me know. But if that was the case, then you might want to avoid incline movements altogether or put them towards the end of your workout. Again, there's so much I'm considering when I'm creating a program, in terms of not only the exercise, the rep ranges, the even the order of the movements, all of these things make a difference. Now, don't overanalyze these things, if you're new to the gym or you've never been training before, just get in and do something, because ultimately that's better than doing nothing. You can spend days on days, weeks on weeks procrastinating, trying to find the perfect routine. There isn't really such thing as the perfect routine, You just got to get in and start. And once you start, and then once you've started, then you can begin to make tweaks and adjust your program slightly. But again, I wouldn't even do that too quickly. Don't start a program within 2 weeks, you're already tweaking it. Give it a decent amount of time. Give it, 12 weeks, at least 6 weeks, I'd say, before you make any tweaks, because that way you give yourself enough time to actually see the benefits or the lack of what you're doing. Because the results don't come overnight, You're not going to do 3 sessions in a week and the next week you're looking completely different. You'll probably look the same. I say it'll be at least a month before you notice any real differences, any changes. But just stay consistent, man, If you're getting into the gym thinking that 1 or 2 workouts and then you're done forever is this is a lifestyle. All right, let's get this next set in then. Probably going to drop the weight to, we'll see what the 20, what was that, 6 to 8 reps. I'm going to drop it to 24, I'm going to feel out the 24s and see what I get, and we might change it on the last set, but we'll see. Oosh. 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 Maybe I had 1 or 2 reps left in the tank again on that one, but it was close enough to failure, so stayed at the upper end of that rep range. Probably should have gone for the 26s, but I'm going to stick on this weight for the next set, and just note that down for next time. All right then, let's get this money. Last set of incline dumbbell. Let's push now, bro. Let's work. Let's go. Woo. That felt good. That was pretty much failure on the last set, so that's kind of what we wanted. But yeah, that's incline dumbbell press done. Gonna move on to some shoulder press. All right. Shoulder press, military overhead press, standing overhead press, standing shoulder press, whatever you want to call it. We're gonna hit the shoulders now. 4 sets. What's the rep range? We're aiming for about 6 to 10 reps. Again, it's only the second exercise, so I'm just gonna do a brief warm-up set. Take my body through this range of motion with no weight. And with this movement, I either like to stand feet shoulder width apart, or you can even put one foot in front of the other, whatever you find most comfortable, most stable. You want your forearms to be straight, vertical, and keep your core tight. Don't lean back too much. As you come up, pushing your head through. So this is the movement. Again, controlling down, always control. So we're going to keep the form nice and strict on this one, no bouncing, no using any legs to help. So we're going to keep our ego in check and not go too heavy. If I can find a 10 kg. So 40 kg on the bar, well 20 kg on the bar plus the bar, so that makes 40. We'll see how many reps we get. Recently I've been somewhat inconsistent with the gym, so this is me getting back in it, getting back to it. So I'm not 100% sure what my strength's gonna be like, how much strength I've been able to retain, how much I've lost. But we'll soon find out. I'll make any adjustments if necessary. But for now, let's get this money. Oosh. Ha. Oosh. 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 Woo. So that was a nice clean 8 reps. Maybe could have pushed for one more, but it's only the first set, so I want to leave a little bit left in the tank for the rest of my sets. I'd say the last couple, particularly the last one, you know, we go all out, not leaving anything in the tank. That wasn't too bad, felt good, weight felt all right, so we'll probably stick to this weight and get it done. It's good to see everyone around me working hard as well. It's frustrating when I see people coming to the gym and treating it as if it's a playground. You know, there has to be a social element, you know, it's a nice community here, but we've got to remember why we're here. We're here to work, you know, we're not here to chat. All right, let's get this money then. Next set, second set. Oosh. Let's go. Oosh. Oosh. Ha. Ha. So you might have saw in that last rep, I used just a little bit of leg drive. And as long as the majority of your set is good form, there's no harm in adding a slight cheat on your last couple reps to get it up, but control the negative. If you're gonna cheat on the way up, you have to be able to control the negative. And that way there, you're just burning out the last little bit of the eccentric strength that you still have left. Not bad at all. All right, let's get this third set in then. No more resting. Aiming to get another 8 reps. Let's go. Oosh. 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 That last rep was a grind, but we got it. Cool, one more set, then we'll move on. 8 more reps. Let's see how this moves. Oosh, let's go. Let's go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Hey. Woo! Again, struggle for that last rep, but we got it in. I'm happy with that. 40 kg, 4 sets. So next exercise, we got some pec deck flies, 3 sets, higher reps for that exercise. But we have to see what equipment's available as well. I don't know if the pec machine's free at the minute. If not, we'll have to find an alternative. So cable flies, 3 sets of 10 to 15 reps. I'm probably going to adjust the angle of the flies to target slightly upper chest, so it'll be a slight incline fly. So yeah, we're not worrying too much about the weight on this one because it is a fly. Focusing on the squeeze, focusing on the stretch, focusing on controlling the weight, using as much of the pecs as possible. Not letting the shoulders take over, not letting the arms take over. That's the goal on this one. So again, as always, I'm explosive on the contraction and controlled on the eccentric part of the movement, controlling the weight down. And with these flies, you can angle them slightly differently. You can come more directly across, which will target more of the mid-chest, or you can come high to low, which is working more of the lower chest. Like I said, my upper chest is lagging a little bit. I'm trying to build it up, so a slight incline movement follows the direction of the muscle fibers. That's what we're following, the direction of the muscle fibers. But again, this is an isolation movement, so we're not worrying about the weight. We're just really focused on that contraction, using the chest muscle. And again, with higher reps, we're a bit deeper into our workout now, so don't need to rest as long. 1 or 2 minutes should be good. Let's get it then, second set. Oosh. 2. If when you're doing this exercise you find that you feel your shoulders dominating the movement, you're struggling to feel it in your chest, just focus on keeping your shoulders back. As you bring your hands together, keep your shoulders back here. So I'm using my chest. As soon as I start to bring my shoulders forward, this is when the shoulders will take over. So keep my shoulder blades squeezed together as my arms are moving, keeping my shoulders back, yeah? Might take a bit of practice, but once you start building up more muscle on your chest as well, it will become easier. And you know, a mind-muscle connection takes practice anyway, but you need to have a degree of muscle to even have a mind-muscle connection. All right, let's get this last set in then. Let's get this money. Cable flies done. On to seated lateral raises. 3 sets, 10 to 12 reps. So I'll probably just stick with a lightweight, 10 kg. Nothing crazy, but I'm going to focus on really good form. So, you know, everyone's got their own preference of doing these. Some like to keep straight arms, some like to bend their arms. As long as you avoid allowing the tension, or as long as you don't allow your traps to take over the movement, and as long as you're keeping the tension in your side delt, it's not going to make a massive difference whether your arm is bent or straight. I personally find it easier to keep the tension in my side delt with a straight arm, but I know some people who are the opposite. They find it easier with a bent arm, so play about with it, find whatever works for you. But I'm also making a conscious effort to focus on my arms, not only coming out and up, but out. You know, I'm trying to touch each side of the wall with my hands. You know, I'm pushing out as far out as possible, and that will avoid the traps taking over. So it's a little top tip for you. To be honest, probably going to drop the weight a little bit. I usually do my side lateral raises standing, so doing them sitting down really takes out any cheating, any momentum, and makes it 100% shoulders. So, and I also need to control the weight down I need to control the weight on the way down a little bit more, to stop my hands from smashing into the bench. You know, when you're standing, you can swing a little bit, let them come in front or let them hit your sides. But sitting down forces me to be even more controlled. So, like I said, I'm gonna drop the weight. Oosh. So again, you saw me doing the length and partials. When you can't complete a full range of motion, just do as much of the range of motion as you can. Like I said, until you literally can't move. Don't need to rest loads on this. Ugh. Again, because we're more endurance focused. I'm gonna do a drop set on this one. Whoosh, let's go. That felt good. So moving on to the last exercise now. Let's get it done. All right, last exercise. Single arm cable push downs. Let's burn out on this one. So again with this one, not letting the elbow move too much. The elbow is locked in place by my side. I'm not letting my elbow come up, swinging, stretching the tricep here. Squeeze, 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 control. I'm not overly worried if I don't count the reps on this one. It's more about going to failure and just really burning out every bit of energy I got left. It was just a little bit light, so I'm going to up the weight a notch. We've got one more set, and that's the workout done. No big rest, straight into it. Fuck. Let's go. Let's go. Alright then, going to take off the pump cover and see what we're looking like, but that's pretty much workout done, so thanks for joining me and I'll see you in the next one.